Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the midday news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Donald Trump joining the Indian community in Houston reflects strong bonds between the two countries and highlights the role of the Indian community in America. British MP Bob Blackman backs India on Kashmir issue, says Islamabad should vacate Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Supreme Court allows Congress leader Gulam Nabi Azad to visit Jammu and Kashmir. Doordarshan turns 60. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar says credibility is the hallmark of Doordarshan. Death toll mounts to 12 in Godavari boat tragedy in Andhra Pradesh. Flood situation remains grim in Madhya Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the special gesture of United States President Donald Trump to join the Indian community in Houston is a reflection of the strength of Indo-US ties. It is also a recognition of the contribution of the Indian community to American society and economy. In a message posted on Twitter, Mr. Modi said the special gesture by the US President signifies the special friendship between India and USA. About his upcoming visit to the US, the Prime Minister said he looks forward to join the Indian origin community in welcoming Mr. Trump at the Howdy Houston program. The White House issued a press statement earlier today confirming Donald Trump's participation at the event. In a statement, White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham said the Modi-Trump joint rally will be a great opportunity to emphasize the strong ties between the people of the United States and India. She said the event will also reaffirm the strategic partnership between the world's oldest and largest democracies. Besides, it will also provide a forum to deepen their energy and trade ties. Indian ambassador to the U.S., Harshvardhan Shringla, told in Washington that senior Democratic Congressman Steny Hoyer will also join Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump for the event. He added that the decision by Mr. Hoyer reflects the strong bipartisan support for the relationship between two countries. Howdy Modi shared Dreams, Bright Futures as a community summit hosted by Texas India Forum for Prime Minister Narendra Modi on September the 22nd at the NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. Over 50,000 people are expected to attend the event. This will be the third meeting between the two leaders this year. The previous meetings took place in Japan in June on the sidelines of the G20 summit and then in August in France on the sidelines of the G7 summit. One of Britain's most outspoken MPs on the Kashmir issue, Bob Blackman, has said that Jammu and Kashmir is a sovereign part of India and Pakistan should vacate Pakistan-occupied Kashmir first. Addressing a Balidan Divas or Day of Sacrifice event organized by UK-based Kashmiri Pandits in London, he asserted that India has a sovereign right over the entire region. Conservative Party MP from North London strongly supported the revocation of Article 370 by the NDA government. Mr. Blackman said Prime Minister Narendra Modi has again shown proper and strong leadership in honouring the manifesto of the BJP to properly integrate Jammu and Kashmir into the Indian Constitution. Indian High Commissioner to the UK, Ruchi Ghanshyam, thanked Mr. Blackman for his commitment and support to the issue. The Supreme Court today asked the Centre to make all endeavours to restore normalcy in Kashmir as soon as possible. A bench of Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justices S.A. Bobde and S.A. Nazir said as the so-called shutdown is in the valley itself, it can be dealt with by the Jammu and Kashmir High Court. The Centre told the bench that all Kashmir-based newspapers are running and the government had been offering all kinds of assistance. It also said that TV channels like Doordarshan and other private ones along with FM networks are working in the state. The bench asked Attorney General K.K. Venugopal, appearing for the Centre, to put details of these steps taken on an affidavit. The Supreme Court today allowed senior Congress leader Gulam Nabi Azad to visit Jammu and Kashmir, but said he cannot hold any political rally. A bench headed by Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi said the former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister can visit Srinagar, Jammu, Baramulla and Anantnag district to meet people. In his petition before the top court, Mr. Azad has also sought permission to check on social conditions after a clampdown was imposed by the authorities following the scrapping of the state's special status. The bench also sought response from the centre and the Jammu and Kashmir administration on a plea seeking to produce before court former Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah, who is allegedly under detention following the scrapping of the state's special status. It was hearing the plea of Rajya Sabha MP and MDMK leader Vaiko's plea and fixed the 30th of September as the date of hearing. In another decision, the bench allowed CPI-M leader Muhammad Yusuf Tarigami to go back to his home state Jammu and Kashmir. The apex court said the former MLA does not need any permission to go home if doctors at AIIMS allow him. The ailing leader was shifted to AIIMS, Delhi, following the apex court order on the 9th of September. The Supreme Court today agreed to entertain the petition filed by the Jammu and Kashmir People's Conference, JKPC, challenging the President's rule imposed in the state and abrogation of provisions of Article 370, which gave special status to the state. A bench comprising Chief Justice Ranjan Gogoi and Justices S.A. Bobde and S.A. Nazir tagged the petition filed by JKPC with those petitions which have been referred to a 5-judge constitution bench for examining the legal validity of the presidential order on abrogation of Article 370 from the state. However, the bench declined to entertain other fresh petitions on the issue of scrapping of Article 370. In Jammu and Kashmir, in yet another incident of ceasefire violation, Pakistani troops resorted to indiscriminate and unprovoked firing on Indian forward posts in the border district of Poonch late last night. Defence spokesperson told AIR Jammu correspondent that Pakistani troops resorted to intense shelling in Balakot and Mendhar sectors of Poonch district last night at about 22:30 hours. Indian troops retaliated befittingly. However, due to intense Pak shelling, some Indian troops suffered minor injuries. The injured troops have been evacuated and are under treatment. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar has said that there are so many news channels in the country, but people tune into Doordarshan News for credible news. He said Doordarshan gives reliable news instead of sensational news, and this is the reason that it has been seen across Kashmir and other parts of the country through its various channels in different languages. Addressing a function to celebrate the 60th Foundation Day of Doordarshan in New Delhi today, Mr. Javadekar said it was a remarkable journey of Doordarshan which was started 60 years ago from television, and now it has reached the hands of people through mobile phones. The minister informed that very soon a new channel, DD India, will be broadcast at the world level like BBC and CNN to inform the world audience about the development of India.
लोगों को अब सच्ची खबरें चाहिए, विश्वसनीय खबर देखनी है तो तुरंत लोग दूरदर्शन न्यूज लगाते हैं। अब एक डीडी इंडिया शुरू हो रहा है जो दुनिया भर में भारत की खबरें जैसे बीबीसी, CNN, NK, वैसे ही आने वाले दिनों में डीडी न्यूज भी दुनिया में सब जगह देखने वाला एक बहुत रिलायबल चैनल होगा।
During the event, Mr. Javadekar issued a commemorative postal stamp and released a special brochure to mark the 60th Foundation Day of Doordarshan. Further, awards have been given for the outstanding performance under the special arrangement with Doordarshan. Korean Broadcasting System World Channel will now be available on DD Free Dish, and DD India will be broadcast in South Korea. Secretary of Information and Broadcasting Ministry Amit Khare said Doordarshan has changed itself with the times and now adopting a new technology to create a unique identity. In Andhra Pradesh, 4 more bodies have been fished out, taking the death toll in yesterday's Godavari boat tragedy to 12. Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy conducted an aerial survey at the accident site at Devipatnam area today. He later visited and inquired about the health of those admitted in hospital in Rajamahendravaram. The state government had announced 10 lakh rupees ex gratia to the families of each deceased. Meanwhile, the Navy has joined the rescue and search operation to trace the missing A diving team, 2 Navy helicopters, Gemini boat and associated equipment have been deployed from Indian Naval Station Dega to augment search operations following a request from the state administration. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and BJP President Amit Shah have expressed grief over the loss of lives in the boat tragedy. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said his thoughts are with the bereaved families. A tourist boat carrying 71 passengers capsized in river Godavari at Kachapuram village of Devipatnam Mandal in East Godavari yesterday. In Madhya Pradesh, the flood situation in the state remains grim. More than 300 villages in around half a dozen districts of the state are under floods. A report from our correspondent.
More than 20,000 people have been sent to relief camps in Madhya Pradesh. Water has entered into 63 villages due to increasing water level of Gandhi Sagar Dam in Neemach. Even water entered in hospitals, bus stands and homes in Rampura and other villages. In Bhind, Morena and Shiopur districts, the army has been called for the help. There are about 100 villages in the grip of flood. The Water Resources Department has denied the rumors that there is a threat to the Gandhi Sagar Dam due to heavy rainfall. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
In Rajasthan, Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot took an aerial view of the affected areas this morning and took stock of the waterlogging and flood-like situation. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla also visited the flood-affected areas of Kota and issued necessary directions to the administration. More from our correspondent.
Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot said that government is taking all necessary steps for relief and rescue work. All the gates of Rana Pratap Sagar Dam, Jawahar Sagar and Kota Beraj Dam are still open. Many villages of Kota, Savai Madhopur and Dholpur districts have been covered with water and the low-lying areas have been flooded. Though rain is now stopped in Kota division, but Met Department has issued alert for Baraj, Halawar, Kota and Chittorgarh districts. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
The 150th birth anniversary of Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi will be celebrated on the 2nd of October this year. Our correspondent reports on the efforts of the Modi government to fulfill Bapu's dream of a clean India.
Mahatma Gandhi led the nation in its freedom struggle and achieved it on 15th August 1947. But his dream of a clean India remained unfulfilled even after 70 years. Bapu believed that sanitation is more important than independence. He made cleanliness and sanitation an integral part of the Gandhian way of living. Gandhiji dwelt on cleanliness and good habits and pointed out its close relationship with good health. Vowing to fulfill the dream of the father of the nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched Swachh Bharat Abhiyan on 2nd October 2014. In his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio, Mr. Modi had said people should make contribution towards making India clean to fulfill the dream of the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi.
हम सब ने तय किया कि जब पूज्य बापू की 150वीं जयंती हो तो उन्हें हम उनके सपनों का भारत, स्वच्छ भारत देने की दिशा में कुछ न कुछ करें.
According to the latest government data, the rural sanitation coverage has reached 99.99% till now from 39% in 2014 when the NDA government came to power. Over 10 crore household toilets have been built so far under Swachh Bharat mission, while 35 states and union territories have been declared open defecation free. Drinking water and sanitation minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat told AIR News that if the nation gives a gift of a clean nation to its father, there can be no bigger tribute to Bapu on his 150th anniversary.
कृतज्ञ राष्ट्र 150वीं जयंती पर अपने राष्ट्रपिता को स्वच्छता का ये उपहार देता है. ये निश्चित रूप से राष्ट्र के लिए भी गौरव का विषय है.
No doubt that the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan has become a mass movement, and one can be sure that the nation will be able to achieve 100% cleanliness by 2nd October this year. This is Naseem Naqvi, AIR News, New Delhi.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Donald Trump joining the Indian community in Houston reflects strong bonds between the two countries and highlights the role of the Indian community in America. British MP Bob Blackman backs India on Kashmir issue, says Islamabad should vacate Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Supreme Court allows Congress leader Gulam Nabi Azad to visit Jammu and Kashmir. Doordarshan turns 60. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar says credibility is the hallmark of Doordarshan. Death toll mounts to 12 in Godavari boat tragedy in Andhra Pradesh. Flood situation remains grim in Madhya Pradesh. And with that, we end the midday news.